Professor Eenrico Mattievich, The Ancient Greeks in America. There are many indications of the presence of the Greeks during the ancient times in the American continent. The Italian university professor of physics of Rio de Janeiro, physics professor Eenrico Mattievich, argued back in 2011 that Ulysses had actually gone to South America when he traveled to the underworld. Mattievich, studying both Homer and the Argonauts of Apollodorus, realized that what was described in these works was related to distant places. He thus began to explore these places in order to locate what is mentioned in the Greek epic. He lived for many years in Peru, an area where the Incas lived around 1200 BC, and received Peruvian citizenship. His first trip was conducted in 1981 to Chavin de Huantar, where Mattievich carried out extensive studies, discovering a number of archaeological finds that confirmed his suspicion. And thus he published the work Journey to Mythological Hell, which spoke about the Greek presence in America. A typical example of his findings are the megalithic constructions in central Peru, and especially in the Cusco region, with the two large fortresses of Sacsayhuaman and Ollantaytambo, whose style is purely Greek, megalithic. More specifically, the gate of Sacsayhuaman is almost identical to the entrance of the Mycenaean citadel, the Lion's Gate. Another example is the city of Chavin, built in 3000 BC, which has common posts with the Minoan Crete. The palace located there, Chavin de Huadar, could have been unearthed in Crete, according to Mattievich. So imagine the similarities. The researcher in question also noticed the existence of a labyrinth as an entrance to the building, a set of narrow passageways with a labyrinthine series of arcades of rectangular section and with stone walls similar to the corresponding labyrinth in Minoan Crete. This particular city was still a religious center visited from many regions in order to attend religious ceremonies, to ask for oracles, in an analogy with the Greek custom. And in fact, in the southern part of the palace, which is located there, there is a temple at the back of which there are two engraved petroglyphs, which according to Mattievich represent felines with snakes around their heads, corresponding with the iconography of the legendary Cerberus in the Mediterranean. The most shocking of all, however, is the discovery of amulets which point to the opinion that perhaps a specific palace functioned as an Asclepion, that's a place where people go for healing, as was done in the Oracle of Dodoni. As we mentioned, also the Inca tribe lived in Peru thousands of years ago. The deities of the underworld, the Tartarus, as Hesiod calls them, played an important role for them. So Mattievich discovered a number of representations depicting such deities, and after a careful study, he came to the conclusion that the Hades of the ancient Greek is located there. As a springboard, he used the ancient Greek literature, Homer's Odyssey, the Ulysses and the Odyssey, the Siren Kirke's instruction to Odyssey on how to reach the underworld, meaning how to get to South America, in which Hades was located in the bowels of the earth, but in a distant location to the west. Mattievich followed this route, and his steps led him to the region of the Amazon, which to him looked remarkably like the Tartarus. Please leave your comments about this, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.